nothing but being brutally honest, coming at you with another video. What is up, everybody? We are back, and we got the recap show. Hey, my co-host Bella, how was your tour?
Ooh, it was down. I was at the game. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still recovering. So yeah, it was great. The stadium was great. You weren't lying. You said I was gonna like that stadium. I liked it. Very nice. And the game was incredible. What did you think of the game?
The game was exactly as better as I thought it would be. Like realistically, you were telling me about this game and all this stuff. And hey, what it do, Danielle, my other co-host for Friday, the saga, I got to get you both on the show. Maybe do a co-host with both of y'all together.
Yeah.
We'll do a Friday show, but she's a consistent co-host of mine too. But I enjoy working with every one of y'all. So it's like, and you met John Chapman too, which I'm jealous.
Oh, yes. Yes, he's an amazing.
You met my favorite content creator.
Oh,
I envy you. Not just playing.
He's such a nice person. Probably the nicest man I've ever met in my life. So kind. Went to the tailgate 49er Rush that was prior to the actual game. Just one of the nicest guys. And I met Patrick Willis, who was probably the other nicest guy I've ever met in my life, only for a couple of minutes, but
a couple of minutes was worth your time. I mean,
sure.
What's a better of couple minutes of your time? Hearing Cowboy fans talk about a Super Bowl every year, or actually spending 2 minutes of your time with Patrick Willis?
Yeah, every day, all day, Patrick Willis, and twice on Sunday. So there we go.
Yeah, for sure. This game was pretty good outcome, and I seen that you were sharing that video where I actually just uploaded the couple of those takeover games and all that stuff, because I know that's like the popular vibe, so I went with the flow. But what was the atmosphere like? Because I know when I went to Arizona, it was only for a tour. The one thing I liked about the stadium was the Pat Tillman statue.
I didn't see it. I don't know where it was. The whole takeover, honestly, I think I saw the stat that said it was like 67% was 49er fans. When I tell you it was all 49. Now, don't get me wrong. The people behind me were Cardinal fans, and I had some people to the left and some to the right on the other side. But the people behind me, I think it was our second touchdown, they left. And I think it was still first quarter. And they're like, we made a mistake. And people, as they were coming up and leaving, because they left some of the Cardinals fans left early. And even when I was leaving out of the stadium, Cardinal fans were like shaking my hand and being like, good game. A lot of them were like, congrats on the Super Bowl. Like, who's going to beat you guys? Like, no one can beat you guys.
Oh, yeah.
So it was good energy, really good energy. And so many Niner faithful, so many. And it's so nice to come together with that energy. So it was really cool.
Yeah, that's what's gonna that's the excitement part. Was I never got a chance to go to these away games and all that stuff. But let's take a shout out to everybody in the comment section. What up, Danielle? And what up to my Texan guy? Stephen Rose, the realest Texan fan in the business. He's praising. He's talking about this can be the Super Bowl preview that he see. This could be. Remember what I said? This can be this cannot just only be Christmas. It can be in February in Las Vegas.
Yep.
Shout out to CardCast. The Ravens love to use tight ends. Watch out for Isaiah Likely. He could be the sleeper guy, but we just have to be our P's and Q's on this matchup. At least you guys got 5 Super Bowls. My damn team has 0. Dude, we're just spoiled. We're just spoiled fan base. We always want better. That's always the mindset, you know. But the fact that we took care of business, I had a feeling this could have been a trap because late in the season, you're going to see bad teams play their best football. And there's always that bad team that has a good start late in the season, and then they build on for next year. You saw it with the Lions, and the Lions are consistently still competing, but you see this every year.
Yeah, and I would say, you know, a lot of times I think teams start off slow and you consistently get better, and that should be the trend. And I think the Niners came in starting hot. And then there's that little dip. We always know we talk about that 3-game losing streak. And then we're back up again. So that's a nice little trend right there. But typically towards the end, teams like, let's talk about them because that was a big game last night. The Eagles, I really thought they were going to win last night. I'm so happy that they lost. Like, thank you, Pete Carroll. Thank you for that one.
You know, I'm going to tell you this, you know. I may be a little critical, but when I see some of your pickups, I know you're trying to be a little wise on your decision, but I had the gut feeling. I said Buffalo was going to beat the Cowboys. I know some people were picking Dallas for that game. And I said, no, you're going to be wrong. And then when I said the Seahawks were going to win, I guess in my own mindset, I was a little bit biased, but I kind of just said, well, they haven't won in Seattle in 15 years. So I'm going to stick with it. But I was at the last second. Once I seen that Drew Lock was going to start, I was even second thinking it. But then I said, okay, I'm going to stick with Seattle either way.
Nice.
I had second thoughts because of Drew Lock. But thank God Drew Lock didn't let me down this time. Yeah, no Pete slander. She's a USC Trojan fan.
Oh, nice. No,
it's going to be a good game. Like I've said it with Danielle, this can be the Super Bowl preview that we're going to get.
And
she wants the Chiefs. I think she wants the Chiefs on the matchup, but I think I want the Ravens.
Yeah, so I think you're right. I think next Monday, which is crazy to think that Christmas is already next week, it's going to be a really good preview of what's to come.
Christmas night, we might just get our Super Bowl for February. It might just be the sneak peek because it's at Levi Stadium. Think about
that. Absolutely. Oh, 100%. In addition, I think people are also starting to talk about this will also be the game of it's going to lock in who the true MVP is. I am hearing that now where
Lamar's in the mix all of a sudden, but he's not having like his 2019 form, but he is at least playing at a high level.
Yeah. So it's going to be an interesting game, a good game. And I think it's the primetime evening game because I think in the morning is the Raiders, right? I have it somewhere.
Yeah, the Raiders, like who they play in the Chiefs. The Chiefs are going to take care of business. I don't know.
Oh, is that it? And then there's an afternoon game. Oh, I have it. You're right. So the morning is the Raiders and the Chiefs. The afternoon is going to be the Giants and the Eagles. And then the evening will be the Baltimore and Niner game.
I'm probably going to miss that game with the Raiders and Chiefs because I'm pretty sure that game's going to be over when the Chiefs win that game.
Yeah.
I'd be shocked if the Raiders do play a close game and actually almost beat them. Then I would be surprised, but I don't see it. They had their biggest victory of the week on a short week, so they're not going to have it again.
They had their Super Bowl. They're happy. They're done.
Yeah, they're happy with it, and I don't blame them. You know, 63 points, nice. Hey, maybe Brock Purdy could try to top that record today.
Wouldn't that be cool? That'd be so cool.
Wouldn't it be kind of cool if we just get 63 points on the Ravens and it's just like, who can beat us?
Yeah, I don't know if that. I would love that.
We won't do that. I don't think it's going to happen. But can you imagine if we score 63 points on them?
Hey.
That would you might as well just give us a Super Bowl.
I know. Let's skip all the middle part. We already know what's going to happen. It's the same thing, right?
But how do you feel about so when you saw the game in person, who stood out to you in that matchup game?
So I think we've also talked about this before, and I think everyone can relate to this. Watching it in person and at home are just two different experiences. So I still have to watch like a rerun of it so I can see it in a different view. I thought Brock Purdy did amazing. The interceptions that were caught from see, now my brain is going crazy. Hold on. Was it Mason? No, wasn't Mason. Who caught the interception? The pick six.
Oh, Travarius Ward.
I felt Leonard. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. The energy of the crowd. And then that one that one touchdown that Debo did where he was already like literally right in the corner and Brock saw him and then he just threw it. Like I saw that happening because I was sitting at the end zone and there was Debo's just right there in front of me and then it was just lock. Like just that I was like, though the connection between the quarterback and him and he just saw him, he knew it, and it's like there's like a trust that happened and he did it. It was just it's incredible. So there was a lot of I feel like the whole team did really well. Everyone did amazing.
Yeah.
How was it on watching it TV wise? Who stood out the most, or what were your biggest takeaways?
It's a little different when you go to the game in person, but like
Sure.
by standing out for the team, I had to say McCaffrey did. I mean, everything McCaffrey did today, did in that game kind of made a difference. I thought maybe we should have rested him, but this man just keeps wanting more touches. I don't know why, but CMC is just a complete animal. He had 3 touchdowns. He had he almost had 100 yards receiving, but he had 72. But he had that one touchdown play where he fell down for a quick second. And
Then he got back up
and scored. And then the runs and all that stuff, I got to say McCaffrey for sure. I mean, Debo had a pretty solid game, but I think McCaffrey just had a huge game.
Yeah. And watching that too, like he fell and then he got back up and still did it. That was just, you're like, this man is a beast. That is incredible.
Like, how do you, like, usually when you're down, you don't even have that much time to get back up at that point.
Like split second.
He could have been tackled right on the end zone, but he got a split hair away from them.
Yeah. So what do you think when the debate happens between McCaffrey and Brock about MVP? Like, I know that Brock said, no, Christian should get it. And then Christian was like, no, he should get it. So there's this very nice, humble notion between the two. But what do you think and what are your thoughts of like, who would it really boil down to?
Well, MVPs always go with the quarterback position.
With the quarterback.
I don't know. Running back, yeah, you can say McCaffrey is a huge argument. Without him, this offense would be going at the next level, but you still got other weapons. I mean, Brock Purdy's putting up numbers that hasn't been done for many years, and he can potentially break the franchise record for most touchdown passes in a season and most passing yards in a season.
Didn't we talk about this last week? Did you already have the numbers that he's like already close enough to do that?
Whoa, I'm gonna look at his stats right now.
Yeah, I think
currently he's got 3 more games to go, and here's where he can, because the previous record was the previous pass yards record was held by Jeff Garcia, which I think Jeff Garcia had like 4,200 yards passing. So I think I'll have to look it up, but under the circumstances, Brock Purdy has 3 games, and he's currently on pace to break Jimmy Garoppolo's passing yard season easily by this coming game. So,
yeah,
he's already surpassed him by most touchdown passes in the season. So he's at 3,795 yards passing. And the previous record, I'm going to look it up. So Steve Young had 36 touchdown passes, which is the Niners record.
Okay.
Jeff Garcia had the passing yard record back then, which is one of the records that he can definitely break easily. I'm going to look up Jeff Garcia because I know his best season was in 2002, I believe. He had the most passing yards because I remember that year when he was playing his best football years. Like his best years when he came into us, he was playing like good football for us. But I'm going to look at career statistics because I know he got the most passing yards for the Niners.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure because we have the Ravens game and then the last game.
So for Brock Purdy to break this record,
uh-huh.
So Brock Purdy's at 395. So he technically, okay, I'm going to do the minus. I'm going to do the math.
So 395, you said, is Brock Purdy.
Yeah. Okay, 78. I'm going to go by the yards by Jeff Garcia. And then 3, and then 95. So he needs 480. He needs 484 yards to break it, which he should get it. 3 games. That's manageable. And he needs 8 touchdowns to break.
He has 2 games, though, right? He has only Baltimore and the Rams next, right?
No. He's got Baltimore and the Commanders, which we have to go all the way down D.C.
Oh, you're right. I completely forgot about that.
He's got 3. All he needs is 484 yards in those 3 games. And all he needs is 8 touchdowns. If he keeps it up, he can get 9 touchdowns by then. 9 or 10 touchdowns. I think he'll get it.
Well, yeah, I mean, the rate that we're going, and he's already proving.
The Commanders' defense is a little suspect. He might get 4 touchdowns. The Rams' defense, they kind of have their moments. He should get 3 or 4 touchdowns if they play him. The Ravens is a tricky one, so we'll see. But
yeah, so how are we feeling about next Monday? I mean, we feel like this is going to be a preview, but what are we anticipating as like maybe things that we should be concerned about, or should we not be concerned?
There's been questions about our run defense, but I don't know. If we can get those 2 guys back, maybe it won't be that big of a deal. I mean, we have those type of moments. I think our run defense will get it together. Pass blocking just has to get better on the right side, which it's been showing promising with John Feliciano starting at the right guard position. I think the right tackle just has to get better. I think just staying healthy is the concern factor. We got to stay healthy. I don't see a lot of weakness to our team as much as everybody thinks.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think as long as everyone's staying healthy, I think, with when the Cardinal game, I think that very first drive they made, the Cardinals like went ahead and they did their first touchdown. I think I was surprised by that. I was like, oh, they're coming in hot. They're also coming in off of a bye week, and then we responded with a touchdown.
And they're playing inspiring football too, so they're playing for something.
Yeah. I think the defense knows. I think Brock Purdy, from what I've noticed, in my opinion, I think I noticed this more with him in away games, I feel like, than home. It takes a minute for him to, not a minute, but do you see that too sometimes where he's like, he's a little wobbly or whatever, and then he gets into it, like he needs to find his rhythm. It takes him just a bit.
It takes him a little time to get there.
Yeah, so that's the only thing that, not that I would say I'm nervous about for that Baltimore game, because we are at home, but I felt like I've noticed that it takes him a minute to get into the groove. I will tell you that when they put Sam Darnold back in because Brock went out for a second, I didn't know what happened, because I think I like left and came back for a second. I was like, where is he? I was like, where's Brock? Why is Sam in here? And everyone's like, it's okay, it's gonna be fine. And I was like, okay, because
it was like a couple plays and he came back. It was like,
yeah.
Oh, here's our favorite supporter, Tommy Huxley. Yep.
Oh, thanks, Tommy.
He's a USC fan. He even says Sam Darnold is doo-doo.
Oh, nice. UFC. Didn't UFC have like a big thing on Saturday too?
I don't know. They lost. But
I don't know.
I think Caleb Williams set out for that bowl game, I think, if I'm mistaken. He's declaring for the draft and all that stuff. But
that is exciting. So score predictions. How are you feeling for next
matchup? You want to talk about matchup with the Ravens, then we go score prediction. I think if we can match up to their running game, because they lost their other running back for the rest of the season with a torn ACL. So keep Mitchell. We don't have to worry about those big time runs that he's good for. There's a possibility that their starting left tackle might be out for this game.
Oh, okay.
And there's a little bit of their holes on the run defense from the Ravens. So I think I like to see how we match up against their D lines. That's what I'm excited to look forward to. Their secondaries are young, but they can be beatable at any given week. So I'm excited for those matchups. What about you?
I think the running game, like, can we still run the ball? Is it going to be a running ball like matchup? Is what I kind of want to see, and how we do with that. Other than that, I'm just like you, where I'm just like, this is literally, to me, in my opinion, this is what we're going to see in February. So I want to see what they have, what their angles are, and how basically Kyle Shanahan's going to respond, and Wilkes is going to respond to like what they do, and how quickly we're able to kind of figure out what their like, I don't know, what their situation is.
Ooh, I like this question. What weakness do you exploit on defense? Their safeties and linebackers are good. Like, if you watch the film what the Rams did against the Ravens, you can see how Karen Williams got some big plays out of those plays that they were doing, and there was a couple other factors. Their cornerbacks can be a little unpredictable. Yeah, their safeties are pretty raw. They got good linebackers, but some of their coverage are a little bad. That could be the advantage for us.
You're saying for the Ravens, right?
Yeah, especially with George Kittle in the matchup. That's a
Mm-hmm.
mismatch for their linebackers. I think running with CMC would be the main key because if they can't stop the running game, which we saw with, I'm gonna look at the matchup what they did against the Jaguars because I know in the Jaguars they did okay, but some of their run defense were a little suspect. But I think if we can focus on trying to give some touches to McCaffrey, I think this will open up the passing game even more. So
I agree with you. I think CMC is going to be one of the key players in the next game, just because we're just like we're a team that runs the ball and we do well and we're successful at it. That's really what I think is going to really happen.
well, if you look at how the Jags were running the ball before they had the lead, before the Ravens had a lead, they weren't able to stop the running game as effectively. So I think we can definitely run the ball to them. It just has to be a close ball game.
Yeah, it'll definitely be intense.
Well, for the Ravens, it has to be a very close game because if you watch how they played against the Rams had a really good game plan and they capitalized on the Ravens. They were very close to winning that game. I think the way you kind of watch the film, you got to watch how the Rams did it, and that's the key factor. Okay, like I'm going to look at the stat sheet and tell you what the Rams did really well. Okay, so Stafford had a really good matchup against the Ravens, and he had like almost 300 yards and 3 touchdowns, no picks. Kyren Williams, he was on fire that day, which McCaffrey's a better running back than him. So as long as they get over 4 yards of carry, McCaffrey should have a field day. Like, even with that kind of ground game, that should be good enough to beat them and all that stuff. And Lamar Jackson. See, Lamar's going to get his yards.
Yeah.
But you're going to see those matchups all the time. So, yeah, I think our running game should be good if we keep up with them. Wear your sunglasses, your signature. I don't know. I forgot about them because I'm just a little too tired. I'll wear them next time. I just forgot about them.
Well, I also love the question. I love happy holidays to everyone as well. But like, how is your week going, CG? Good?
It's going pretty well. Just work and a little tired here and there, but can't complain. It's a great week. I'm looking forward to this matchup. This has got a Super Bowl preview written all over it. Score prediction,
Yes. What are you thinking?
It's got a making of a great game. So I don't want to spoil this, but I'm going to say it anyways before I do the pick'ems tomorrow. So I'm going to stay on my scoreboard on this game. I'm going to say, this may sound crazy, but I'm going to say 34.
Oh, okay.
34 to 21 Niners. I think we're just because if you watch how they're not like they got some weakness we can expose and we can stop a lot of. We did exactly what we did against the Cardinals. They got a mobile quarterback. They got some offensive weapons too. So it's not like, but they don't have that one running back that scares us. They got Lamar. Lamar's going to get his yards, but if you limit those plays, we should be able to win by 13 points.
Yes. All right. What is the other question that just came in? Please tell Bella her hair and makeup is on point. Ha! I can see that. I can see the note.
Yeah, it's on point.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
It's on point, but guess we got about. So what's your score prediction?
Okay, so I hear you. I don't know. I really like when we hit in the 40s. I really do. There's something about.
We want them 40 burgers. I'm hoping for one, but I don't.
I know.
I know it's not going to be.
I do. Is that a bad thing? I love it when it's 42 to 17. That's like my favorite number. I do agree with you, though. I do think that I think this one's going to be more of a physical, tight game, and I think the scores will actually be a tad bit closer. I don't know if we're going to win by that much. It might maybe like 2 touchdowns is what I'm thinking we'll win by. God, but I really do want to be in the 40s, but I could see it being like maybe like 38, 34. And yeah, I guess 21, 24, maybe. We'll see.
21. You said 21, 24?
No, not 20, like 30.
34. So you're saying the same score as me. Okay.
Pretty much the same. Yeah, pretty much the same thing.
13-point difference. Okay. It won't be a 40 burger, but damn, I love them 40 burgers. I like doing
I do too. So can we like
I like
kind
them
of like
burgers, man. I want to get a burger. Oh, I forgot to get me a burger this week, but oh well.
you did? I'm like, wait, I know. No, that means you need to do it. You have to do it this week then.
I probably have to go walk to another place. Not getting that pretzel burger. It was good, but I'm not trying to get into that, you know. But I'll probably just go somewhere like different.
No, you definitely have to do that because you said that. Didn't you say that if they did the 40, you would get a 40 burger?
Yeah, I'll probably go somewhere, maybe Burger King or something.
Oh
Like have it my way.
Yeah, for sure. Oh my gosh, my cat.
Yeah, we are hunting for raven meat. Eey.
They
But hey,
do
guys.
something like that? Is that real?
No, that's what he's saying. That's what Tommy's saying. We're hunting for raven meat.
You know what, Tommy? That sounds kind of interesting. I mean, this is the last of the. Don't ever want to promote violence here, but this is the last of the birds that we.
Bird hunting, yep.
Of the bird hunting season.
And then we go soldier hunting, and then we go lamb hunting. We go lamb hunting. We go hunt for the rams.
Is a ram a lamb?
Or something like that. I don't know. Like, no, they're like real animals. They just have horns and stuff. They're like, question: Do either of you carry a grudge for the Niners loss in the Super Bowl? Yeah, I do, because that was the first defeat. That was one of the first Super Bowl loss that I kind of just wish we can get back and beat the Ravens. Like, I don't really hold it against the Chiefs. They capitalized. I don't think we even I think we messed up that chance. I can't really hold it against the Chiefs for beating us that year.
No,
but the Ravens I could. The Ravens I could.
Yeah, the Chiefs game, I'm not even going to lie to you. As a Niner fan, I will tell you the distinct moment that I knew something's not right, something's going to happen. It was after a touchdown. We all came together. They did a little picture. All the boys, they did their picture. And they went into halftime like, they're too cocky. I felt it. Came back, and I was texting my work to be like, parade, I need PTO. Like, I was ready to go because I thought we were winning.
I thought the same way, man.
After that, I was like, oh no. I was like, maybe I don't need to request PTO. Like, something doesn't feel right. There was a shift in the energy. And then we lost. So I don't know if I spoke it into existence or I manifested it. It just, something didn't feel right after that halftime.
The one thing that really hurted us was that dumb call, which they should have called it on Crabtree for being held. But I can live with us losing to the Chiefs because at least in that game it was on Shanahan for that play calling.
Yeah.
But for that last drive for an opportunity to win the game, and then Ravens getting away with multiple penalties. They were very costly. They even threw penalties on us when we were moving the ball down the field. They called it back, and I didn't understand that purpose. But I wish I can go in and out, but it's a little pricey over there. I have to go all the way to the other side of town, which I'm not going to go all the way over there. I mean,
where am I going to go? What should I get?
Like when we're not getting 40 burgers, goes to In-N-Out, eats. Nah, I'm not eating 40 burgers. Good Lord. Nah, I ain't that big on burgers. I don't want to do that kind of. I don't want to eat 40 burgers. Man, come on. I guess you're too funny, Granddad. You're too funny. Yeah, if you come on my show, just put your sunglasses on and try to be like what is it, John Stamos or Elvis? Probably put your shades on. But yeah, I'm hoping for a 40 burger for this week, but I don't.
I think you still need to go back and, well, if it's not a 40 burger, you should pick another thing because every time the Niners get to 40 points, you should do something, I think.
No, it's a 40 burger. I got to do a burger review.
Okay, well then you're late. You're late on this one.
I'm not late. I just wait till I actually go through the middle of the week.
Okay.
So I haven't really got to the burger yet.
Okay, so we're right on time then, if you think about it.
Yeah, Wednesday or Thursday is when I do it. So
perfect.
I did it last time.
Can't wait to see. I wonder what you're gonna pick.
Maybe I'll just pick Carl's Jr. or a quarter pounder. I'm gonna get a quarter pounder and put a little beating on the Cardinals. You know.
Put it in the chat. Where should CG go?
All right. Like before we end this show, what place? I mean, it can't. Like I don't know about In-N-Out. It's a little further out of the other side of town. I don't go all the way further. It's a little pricey and the line's too long.
The line's always so long at In-N-Out.
Yeah. But that's either here or then. We'll discuss all that. I'll probably just do it randomly. Nah, I'm not doing 40 shots of tequila. I'm gonna pass out in the damn hospital. You crazy? This guy's funny. This guy's funny. I think what I'm gonna do is I'll probably keep you guys guessing. I'm probably just gonna go to a mystery burger joint. I don't know. We'll figure
I like that. I like keep the mystery alive.
Keep the mystery alive because nobody didn't know I went to Wendy's that day. I just did it randomly.
I think. Okay, I'm excited. I'm waiting for it.
Where burger shops are close to you? There's a Burger King. There's a McDonald's. There's a Carl's Jr. There's that AW burger joint place, and then there's Wiener Schnitzel that has good chili cheeseburgers. Let's see. There's this one. There's like different ones. Yeah. What burger shops are close to Bella? Yeah, she wants to be in the burger joint, I guess.
Oh my gosh. I have them all. In-N-Out isn't that close to me though, but
it's a little further down for me.
Yeah, I have them all. Go Sharks! Are the Sharks doing good? Is it Shark season?
I don't even know.
Been paying attention to hockey.
I don't really keep track of hockey like everybody else.
I used to go to when I was down there. Hockey games are fun, but I've been out.
I'm gonna look at the Sharks, see what the record is. I haven't really kept up with hockey like that, you know.
I'm trying to remember. I had
oh my god, we're 9-19-3.
Oh dear.
Good lord, good thing I didn't watch hockey this year. I mean, it's
got to be. It's all about football. We're getting ready.
It's got to be worse than watching the San Francisco Giants.
The Giants have been hard to watch.
Yeah, watching the Giants is so gut wrenching. It's just really like I don't even got time for that.
Yeah, I'm in the East Bay, so San Jose is very close, and I go down to San Jose often.
I grew up in Monterey Road, which is right on the south side of San Jose, which I got family still
around. Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah. Burger shop. That's first. I would call them burger joints, burger place, burger spot. Yep. Whatever. Whatever you guys say. I guess we pretty much covered the basics of what we need to do because I know you got to get back to work pretty soon. But for everybody else, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye, everyone. Have a great week. Happy holiday. Oh, my God. When we see everyone next week, it'll be past Christmas. So if you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Merry Christmas to y'all. And we'll definitely see y'all later. And as always, go Niners.